Hi guys.
They on my nerves. That's how I
I
feel
just
about
wanted to rant and rave a little bit on what's on everyone's mind. I didn't want to make this like an actual show. I just wanted to come up here and share my thoughts because it's absolutely crazy. Absolutely motherfucking crazy. So I just wanted to rant and rave a little bit. Yo, this surviving R. Kelly shit is beyond fucking crazy. Like, what pisses me off mostly about all of this is not even what's going on with what R. Kelly is talking about. What's pissing me off is the feedback I see when I'm going down my social media and the the irresponsible, idiotic things that people are saying. I mean, people are talking. One thing I see the most is, oh, why are these women and all these people coming out talking now? First off, they're not talking now. They've been talking. It's just that we're listening now. It took for someone to build a platform for all of these people to get on, for everyone to start listening. But these people have been in the papers. These parents have been trying to look for their daughters for the longest time. They've been in the papers. We just have, because he produces great music, because he's R. Kelly and who he is as a culture phenomenon, we disregard the evidence that's out here. We disregard what's going on with what these families are going through. Like we don't understand how we're like, oh well, the one thing I saw was, oh, these fast ass girls. I said fast ass girls. These are minor girls these are minors that we're talking about, little kids that are impressionable, and we're talking about R. Kelly. And at this time that these girls were taken and a part of his little sex cult, whatever the case may be, we're talking about these girls are 15, 13, 14, 17. Hell, I know a lot of you motherfuckers now at 30, 40 years old, if R. Kelly or your favorite artist came to you, told you to come with them, you're gonna go. Or you're gonna do some crazy shit, especially if your dream is in this entertainment field. And you're telling me that a 16-year-old girl is not gonna listen to someone that she's praised and idolized since they were little girls, and R. Kelly's gonna ask you, oh, give her my number so she can call me, whatever. And what he does is he feeds you his dream. He feeds you your dream, what he knows that you want to do. He gets these girls
it.
that
All
are,
these girls are talented.
and all these girls are talented. All these girls are talented. So he picks a certain type of girl. It's not all types of girls. It's very petite, very impressionable, very talented people that he uses that and his niceness to lure them in and then gravitate them to belittling them, making them feel like shit, making them feel like he's the only one that can make them feel like something, takes them, separates them from life. They don't have no social media. They have no connection. They can't even talk to the other girls. They can't even talk to the other girls that are around. That's because that's allowing them to disconnect them from the world so that whatever he says can go. Oh, I'm the only one that loves you. Ain't nobody looking for you. They couldn't even watch TV to know that their family was looking for them and to do all this stuff. So it really pisses me off to see the feedback that's coming back to say that, oh, these girls are lying, or these girls, oh, why it took 20 years for these girls to come out and say something. Some of these girls, if you saw, just was released. Who was it? Dominique and her mother just got Dominique back in episode 5. They tried to get uh what was her name? Azriel.
Azrael.
Azriel back, but they can't find her. Like, this is some real shit. These are real police reports. These are real accusations. These are real trials. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gave this girl herpes, Faith Rogers. Like, it, I don't understand what it's going to take for us to start listening. What it's going to take just because we love their music or who they are as people. Like, you feel me? And there was another comment that I read talking about, oh, they're trying to get rid of our black entertainers, our legacies, people that, and I understand that, it is a war on black. It is. I'm not going to take that away. But what happened to Bill Cosby is something completely different than what's happening here right now with R. Kelly. One, there was a whole bunch of white women, and it was only the women that had something to talk about. Like, did you watch what I just watched? It was managers, recording artists, Sparkle, Family, everybody. Are you fucking kidding me? These are people that's been like the lady from the Me Too movement said, they think we just did this yesterday. This has been a Mute Kelly, the Mute Kelly Foundation has been out here for a long ass time. For a long ass time. Yes, people are supporting these toxic ass men for what? For the entertainment of the because he came out with I Believe I Can Fly. Like, that's not a valid reason to me. I'm sorry. That's not a valid reason. That's not a valid reason. I'm beyond disgusted. I'm beyond disgusted of who, what, like, is going on. I'm even more disgusted of my culture. I'm more disgusted of the people that I consider that, you know what I mean, like my family, my friends. There's some people that support, because there's people that even support my show, people that support me that are with this shenanigans. And yes, John Legend is not with the full. There's a lot of Chance the Rapper. There's a lot of people that has came forth to not support what R. Kelly is doing. But there's a lot of it's going to take more than other artists not supporting R. Kelly. It's going to take us, the people. It's going to take us. What is it going to take for us to really understand that he is sick in the motherfucking head and he needs to be locked the fuck up? Period. R. Kelly needs to be locked the fuck up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yes, he needs to rot in jail. It's ridiculous. And I Believe I Can Fly and Ignition Remix and all these things. Yes, he's amazing musically. I'm not taking away his talent. And that's what these people have to understand. Nobody's taking away his talent. But how can we support someone that is doing this to our community? And it's our community that's supporting him. That makes no fucking sense to me. That makes no fucking sense to me. We get so mad. Point proven. We're so mad at Donald Trump for wanting to grab these women by the pussy and saying this about Haiti and doing all of this these rhetorics, right? But because he's white, it's bad. But because R. Kelly's black, now we're trying to take away our black legacy. Get the fuck out of my face with the bullshit. Get the fuck out of my face with the bullshit. We're mad at Trump for doing this to these women and all of this stuff, but yet we got R. Kelly out here doing God knows what, and still has these women trapped and stuff. And the thing is, he is very smart because no, they're not. It's a difference because the people are like, oh, they're not held against their will because they can leave. Being held psychologically is way worse than being held physically, because when you have somebody mentally in their mind, psychologically, when you have that hold, then you don't have to have them captive. You don't have to have a bind and them in handcuffs and stuff, because you have a mental handcuff on them. You feel me? So they're not going to go anyway because they feel like they're not loved outside. They feel like they're not wanted. They feel like they can't survive or they can't live without this person. It's beyond. And then they say, oh, well, why he had his wife that was older and the kitty radio host, she was like 33 when they met, because he's smart, because he has to give you what you got. He's telling you he doesn't like younger women, so he has to give you that older woman to show you that he doesn't like younger women. Hey, I have my wife. She's not young. She's not young. Look at her. She's not young. But even she's in this fucking video talking about the shit. He kept all these people away. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't. Like my heart goes out to all the survivors. My heart goes out to all anyone that was really victimized to a lot of it because I feel like a lot, and I'm not talking about the staff members that helped him out in making all of this happen, but I'm talking about the people that were victimized within all of this, not knowing what they were doing. I feel like everyone was mind fucked. Everyone was mindfucked. And let me tell you something. When you lack something, you build in other things. Because he couldn't read and write, people underestimated his intelligence. Let me say that again. Because he couldn't read and write, people underestimated his intelligence. And because he couldn't read and write, he he that was his flaw. You feel me? But he gained in other aspects. So he had to be smart in strategy. He had to be smart in tactics because he couldn't read and write. So he had to learn to be smart in his actions and how to manipulate the situation. You know, if he's doing deals and signing record deals and doing these contracts and doing these because he is an entertainer, you feel me? He had to manipulate the situation because he clearly can't read he can't read or understand what's in front of him. So he had to manipulate the situation. So he got really good at his manipulation tactics to how he could do. And then again, that's why he went after these young girls because they're impressionable. Hell, I'm trying to make it out here in the media world, and you're not going to tell me if somebody came up to me and tell me that they can help me with my career, I'm not going to be foregoing and trying to see what it's about at least. At least. And I'm 30, I'm about to be 31 years old. It says R. Kelly had all workers and the woman who put them in the contract. Yes, he had these contracts, and like I said, he was very smart. Not only did he put them in contract about like NDAs, what he did was he lied in the contract saying that, oh, you did this, you stole from me, so blah 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 blah, did this and this and that and the third. You did this and you did that for me, so blah 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 blah. Your parents did this and embezzled money from me and blah blah blah, and had them sign away. That's what they did. He was very, very, let me tell you something, guys. He was very, very, very good at what he was doing. Very, very good. And it's sad to go down my Instagram, to go down my Facebook, and I know you can't see me, guys. I'm blocking real quick. But to go down my Instagram, to go down my Facebook, and to see these people cheering him on and discrediting these women like if they haven't been through it. That pisses me the fuck off. It really does.
It's like, had they been of another color?
Have they been of another color? Exactly. Right. And that's what it is too. Had these women been little white girls.
Had any white woman cried that anybody.
It would have been a wrap.
Not just saying a black man, just anybody.
Not just saying a black man. If it was little white, that's what. If it was little white women, little white, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been a whole nother thing. It would have been. And what's crazy is your favorite R. Kelly song is in reference. Your favorite R. Kelly song is in reference to something that he's been going on through his life. They made a point very clear. He can't read and write. You feel me? So he sung about his experiences. So your favorite song is in reference to something, is your favorite song is someone's worst experience. How about that? So while you're like, oh, wow, this is great. He wrote for Michael Jackson and he wrote for Whitney and he wrote for Celine Dion and he did this with Lady Gaga and he did this with blah, 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 and this with this and so person. Remember, all those songs that he wrote or created himself is based on somebody else's bad experience. Lord. Child, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be here long. I'm not going to be up here. I just had to because it was just really weighing on my heart. It was just pissing me the fuck off because I'm just scrolling down and there's a lot more support for R. Kelly than I see, for these other, and solely based off of his music. solely based off of his music.
We missing this bus.
Go up.
Might as well go get something to eat.
I don't know why he's not in prison. I don't know why he's not in prison. It's sad. It's super sad. I am going to try my hardest, guys, to see if I can get somebody on the royal couch from this documentary. I would love to see if we can talk to somebody. It's going to be amazing, I think. Um, I know that in this household, it's mute R. Kelly. Hashtag mute R. Kelly. In this household, it's we don't support pedophiles and rapists and because on SVU, baby, Olivia would have got that ass. You hear me? On SVU, Olivia would have got that ass. It's awful. It's awful, awful, awful. It made me and as the episodes progressed, it was just like so much like, oh my God, my heart just broke even more and more and more and more and more and more. By episode 6, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm watching it like that was my face. Like, oh my God. And then there's parents still to this day. There's these little girls are to this day are experiencing this, are going through, are still locked and trapped there. And you think about it, that's years and years and years and years of brainwashing and manipulation. Mm, mm. It even said when Dominique, when her mom got her from the thing, she went back 3 days later. But thank God her mother got her again. You know, it's. I'm disgusted. I'm letting you know now. I believe every one of those girls, every word. I believe every word, and everything. Everyone said the same thing, all at different times. Y'all just think, y'all. This right to next thing. Y'all just think that they all just talking about it now because they got this documentary out. But no, they didn't just come out now. They came out a long time ago. We weren't listening. We was not listening. So hopefully y'all start listening now. Guys, we need to do something to create an indictment on this so that they can have an indictment on this man. He needs to be locked the fuck up. Period. Period. He needs to be locked the fuck up. Share this live. Let's mute R. Kelly. Share this live. Share this live. Share this live. Let's mute R. Kelly. Period. 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 Mute R. Kelly. Mute R. Kelly. Mute R. Kelly. Mute motherfucking R. Kelly. And that's about it, guys. I can go on and on because I'm really furious. Like I really am. But you know what? We're gonna mute R. Kelly. All my supporters that are actually all my royals that are out there that support the Royal Couch, I thank you. I ask of you guys. Come on this journey with us, and let's mute #mute R. Kelly. We are not going to be playing him in our household. We are not going to be supporting him in any type of concert, events, anything to that nature. It is what it is. Y'all can feel how y'all feel about it. I know how we feel, and it's mute R. Kelly over here.